All right, welcome back. This is M Dog, and we are continuing Hollywood Animal. And I've skipped forward in time. If you've been watching this series, you know there's been some different ways in which it's not been the most congruent series. And I'm enjoying the game so much. I'm almost considering, do I want to start over again and try to like maybe do regular, couple times a week, do a video and just go slower now that I sort of understand the game. But I don't know. I'm still very much enjoying it. Although what has been nice is by moving forward, I've now seen that there's like additional complexities and things going on in the game that you might not have seen if you just played it for the first few hours. At some point, you're going to be asked to create a studio policy. I went with factory, which gives us the assembly line building, a new building that's only for studios that go with this choice of studio policy, which is sort of like asymmetric powers, but this asymmetric powers for your studio that does not come until way later in the game from when you first begin. So we don't even have access to 10-year contracts. We may eventually, but we get an advantage when we sign those long-term contracts. And we get an advantage from doing this very demanding 7 days a week, 16 hours a day film shoots. And so that's kind of an interesting thing. And then our advertising campaigns will pick up steam very quickly. So we don't have to advertise as long beforehand. There's also ways in which we try to meet demands. And the first demand I've messed up. I'll show you in a minute how I messed it up. But so we're going to be purchasing these demands. We want to get 3 in a row, and then we can go to the second goal. I don't know other than just, I think it's just the reward that's listed under here that we actually get for that. So that's cool. Another thing that has unlocked, you've seen the friends before, you've seen the secrets. Another thing that has unlocked is the FSAA. I was invited to and did pay for annual membership to join the Film Studios Alliance of America. Now, this feature has been sort of a mixed bag for me. I think it's a really cool idea. And one of the things that we agreed to right off the bat is the Pollux Film Award Initiative. So every year there's movie awards, think Grammys, but or Oscars, but I don't love the way it works. And I'm hoping, since it's 1933, that maybe later in the game it will actually change. There's also some other policies that this group has voted on. The more I've sort of sat with this group and, seen like what they're asking me to vote for and how it impacts me, I actually sort of want to get kicked out of the group. I think I would probably enjoy my life more not having to worry about the silly things that this group agrees to and sort of enforces with each other. But for now, we're still in the group, and maybe that group will even come up during this playthrough. I'm hoping that something will happen there once we get going. All right, so the movie that I was talking about that I messed up on this first create a film with the following elements. This is from our studio policy factory. We were supposed to use the director Eugene Hart, which he was not employed by us, so we had to enter into a one-movie deal with him. He's terrible, by the way. We had to do a genre drama and use the protagonist category of daring adventurer. So I did all that, but as you may have realized from what I just read off, I didn't say it correctly. If I had read it exactly like it stated, then I would have realized doing a drama 100% is not what it asked me to do. What it asked me to do is drama 60%. In other words, I could have filled the other 40% with anything I wanted. Not just could have, I actually had to. So I messed this up. There's 77 days left. Once that rolls off, I assume we'll be able to purchase another one. Okay, so financial year results. We do have to pay taxes, but that's because we are now starting to make a big profit. We're up to 17 million, by the way. So we're paying a couple million in taxes. And, we're starting to move up. Now we're in 4th place. And as always, I'm going to show you something really quick. As always, we're actually doing much better than that. We're spending so much money purchasing theaters. So I'm going to spend $7 million more right now. You see, there's only 205 independent theaters across the country left. I am assuming, I could be wrong, but I'm assuming eventually more independent theaters might pop up. But we're going to buy up to 860, so not quite another 100 of them. which means there's only 123 left. Next time we make a big chunk of change, over a few months, we might be able to buy up the rest of the independent theaters. I guess I should point out something because it's going to be obvious in a minute. One of the policies that this stupid group agreed to, and I now have to follow until I'm ready to get kicked out of the group, was we can only do 10,000 screenings per week for any given film. So all of us have agreed to not have our films on more than 10,000 screens any given week, which is silly. So you're going to just see me. Okay, so I'm always going to check here. If this turns green, that means that our special ability is enacted. And that means that their happiness and loyalty increases when we choose to do this crazy scenario. So you'll see me doing that a lot as we're going. I probably won't get as focused on individual films until I need to be for some reason. I basically am just kind of... I've got to keep so many movies going. It's just I'm not at a place where I'm spending a lot of time on each individual film. Okay, so this is interesting. Most successful films in 1933. We were actually 5th on the list, certainly the highest we've ever been. We're making over 5 million a film on some of our better films. So that's really cool. Gerstein Brothers dominates everything. Hopefully that'll change over time. That'll be a little more diverse. Again, I just don't like, but it might be indicative of the time. But critical acclaim, none of our films show up on the critical acclaim. We tend to do really well with fans, not so much with the critics, at least so far. We'll see how that goes. Loss was a big, big film for us this past year. All right. Since it is the beginning of the year, we should do a quick check just to make sure that no new actors or just like can't miss people are available. And as you see, I'm just trying to okay, for some reason it did not go through. We probably just have to reset for some reason. Castle and surrounding, town streets, interiors. Prison could go either way. Forest, settlement, lair, tavern. I can't tell you how much I wish that you could just select stuff and say, hey, this I want this to be my default. It would just save on the amount of clicking through that we're having to do. We had so obviously Addie here is a 9.0. She's great. We had another 9-point-something actress that just died suddenly. It wasn't death by suicide. It was some disease or something. But we're such a machine at this point in terms of having solid finances and pretty good idea of kind of how to approach different things that come up, that it wasn't that big of a deal, but it still stung a little bit because she was just so talented and she was young when she died. All right, it doesn't look like now a 6.6 is pretty good. That would currently be our top screenwriter, and we could soon let him go. So that's probably worth doing. Clicked on the wrong thing. I think that's worth doing. 28 years old. Now, it is what it is. Okay. Directors. This 8.0 might be new as well. Let's look at our current producers. We really need to... Boy, that'd be another great one. I think we can start letting these people go that as their contracts come up. Because what we did is we found or we got access to the the research that allows our producers to work on two movies at the same time. So we're not as dependent on having one producer for each film anymore, which has just made all the difference. And what that ends up meaning is that some of our producers don't get work. He's gonna crash out at 8. I think I'm gonna pass for now. I think I'm actually gonna pass for now. 7 on cinematographer, 5.8, 8.7. Let's double check our cinematographers. I think we're overloaded. Yeah, we've got good. We're good. I think we're in a good spot. I don't think we have to run out and hire somebody. Let's just keep moving. So we do need to get another movie in pre-production soon. This one on week 4 is still making 162,000. So what I've decided is after week 4, if it's over 100,000, then we keep it going again. We only use our screens now. If it's under 100,000, then I just go ahead and send it to the can. Just go ahead and can it. Oh. Oh. All right, that's going to be annoying. We can only spend so much on advertising because of that stinking group we're a part of as well. And so that means that if we extend our ad campaign, we potentially go over it. So what I'm doing is we can't do more than 10,000 screens, like I said earlier. So what I'm doing is I am overlapping by 1 week now with our movies. Unless I'm aware of a sort of dry spell where movies have taken longer to run or something. You see how fast it ramps up now? Technically, we should probably do this. Save a little money. This is because of our we've gotten better at researching stuff. This is good for men, not so much for girls. That's 129,000. So if we double that, it's over 2,000. So that's why we can only do like 2 additional weeks basically on advertising, as long as we're a part of the FSAA or whatever it is. All right, protagonist redemption. We've got a lot of new story elements. So in fact, now that we have this new, we need to wait till, I guess it's going to be Herbert here. When he gets done with this current project, we'll let him go. I don't ever want to have 7. I like to have 6. You don't want to have more than 7, supposedly. So if we have 6, we can always hire one if we need to. But let's make sure no really great scripts are available. They're not. And let's... So Clarence really likes thrillers. So let's storyboard a thriller with Clarence. Let's see. Let's see. Thriller. We have a new setting. In fact, 2 new settings. Arthurian Legends. So this is one I haven't done. Let's save that for next time. So we've got 2 new settings, Arthurian Legends and Modern American Countryside. So before we had Modern American City, Modern American Town. This is Countryside, which I like. We also probably have some new themes. Crime of Necessity. I really like that. From small town to big time. Highly festive atmosphere. I don't remember, this is January now. I don't remember when, well, I don't know when this would actually release, but it's a fresh story element. Probably pretty much do that anytime. Social rejection, another new one. Runaway. Be good. Protagonist, we have Ambitious Woman. Dejected Idealist. I think I like that. Antagonist, we can now use Heartless Bureaucrat, Patriarchal Figure, which I've already played around with some of these corrupt official. This is taking place out in the country. Do Bandit, actually. And we can do 2 more. I don't think there's anything new here. Oh, Love Interest is back on the... I like that. It's been so long since we've been able to do it. Okay. We've got Couple Gets Married. Protagonist Reformed. So the Dejected Idealist could get reformed. I think that's cool. We'll maybe save that one. Protagonist's Dreams Crushed. Protagonist's Redemption. So a lot of cool options, but I already like this. I like this. Let's see what Clarence comes up with. 28-year-old, he comes in making decent amount of money as a screenwriter, but he's our highest ranked screenwriter that we have. All right, With a Shield is awful. Who wrote this? Walter Fuller. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And let's pause because we need to get New Days into the theater lineup. I really want to develop the technology for a black and white camera. Hoping we can do that soon. So you can start to see how I'm trying to line these up. Just basically, I think we have time to do 6 weeks. Yeah. We'll go right here to right here. And this is going to be for women. This is actually for women. So let's go ahead and unlock this. And for men. I don't know that it really matters between these two. I will say, I think this has the chance of being a big film. 6.6. Now, it has some stale elements, but not that much. So anyway, I think that's very cool. Something you didn't know about Charlie. What did I not know about Charlie? Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Who's the person that's available? Not him, it's him. Walter Fuller. Is there an idea we can just throw him on? Just keep him writing, keep him getting better. Let's go. So he's a 6.0. He can't get any better. But we have a long history with Claude already. If you look at Mentos, I mean, he's been on some good films. As Chapstick, one of our best 1931 films for sure. So, I mean, he's 100 loyal, 100 happiness. There's something to be said about just having a steady 6.0. Look at this, minus on self-importance and loyalty. He knows kind of who he is, where he fits in. Let's add some offers here. We'll give him car and driver and medical. We can also throw some gifts in, which means he's just not going to be making that much money, which is perfect for us. I mean, this is just, that's a really nice agreement. Okay, so Wayne Potter, a little bit similar situation, except he doesn't max out at 6, at least not yet. He also has had a pretty good string of movies with us. And I like that he's modest. Let's discuss it. I think he's someone else that, yeah, look at all that. I mean, that's going to mean that it's not going to be super expensive. Okay, so we can't do the watch because it's just like he's making such little money, we can't even throw any more gifts in, or we're not paying him enough cash, which is fascinating. Okay, so I think I really want to wait on Miniature Market, but we probably need something in pre-production before that. So let's double check what is purchasable, nothing new. Let's see if anything here looks worthwhile. Maybe over time this will become less rotten. But for now, I think we go with Safety Last, which is a adventure thriller in the Wild West. We have plenty of space for this, so let's go ahead and get it set up. Farm, mountains, forest. Oh, he's a 7.7. Let's at least get him on for the remainder of this time period so that we can get this done. It's a lot of money just to keep him on to the end of the project. I guess it's worth it. I don't know. It makes it a little less frustrating to have to go back and redo stuff. Yeah, I like the way this is coming into, I mean, this is just all solid actors. That's going to be, I think, a pretty solid film, unless something weird happens in the midst of. It's like none of our A team, but everyone's legit. Now look at this one. This is Collective. This is the movie I was telling you about that we rushed to get out there, and it has just been killing it. Okay. Just keep everything the same on our own screens. And I think we can do 2. Oh, nope, we can't. Nope, we cannot do any more advertising. That will cost us some money. It's like this is where it actually costs us money to be a part of this collective. So therefore following their rules. Now, does it benefit us? Probably. I don't know for sure, but maybe it does. 4-star, man. Okay, 2 4-stars. I was not expecting the critics to like this film, so that's cool that they do. I think the fans will, though. Unfortunately, things are getting very stale. Some of the themes have been overdone in that movie, apparently. Okay, yeah, we just want to keep moving forward because... Oh, here we go. So this is the Pollux Awards, and I'm going to show you how this works. So for the best film... Oh, Collective actually made the list as a possibility. I really like Loss. I mean, it did so well. Didn't even have any superstars on it. It just all came together. I'm tempted to go Collective on best film, though. Loss is a little more of an arty pick. It's close. Yeah, I'm going to go Loss. Now, 750 reputation. I'm not going to do that. So, I guess what I don't like about this is I don't think that myself or the other film studios is who should be choosing these nominations and these rewards. This should be an independent group. And I hope that at some point in the game, it becomes an independent group. Now, this is for This is for cinematography. Cinematography. So let's think about who our cinematographer was. All right, so he's a 7.7 versus 7.0, but very happy Roy Hudson. Is there anything else that we should be considering? 7.0, that's Roy Hudson as well. I think on this one, I'm going to go with, I'll go with collective on this one. And I'm just not going to spend, basically you can buy your award. You can, you can spend all of this reputation and influence, which to me just means like, oh, this is stupid. Like this should be a third. I mean, I'm sorry. I just think this is ridiculous. All right. So which one had the best actor? We've basically got, so it's probably Chame, who's a 9.0. Let's double check. Yeah. We'll go with collective. All right. Best actress. Did we have an actress option? Okay, we do. Flat Bottom. I'm so proud of this movie. We took on a movie. Yeah, we're going to go with, and A.D. Harmon. Is she the one that, no, she's not the one that died. A.D. Harmon is up for both. You know, let's go with Flat Bottom. I mean, it's A.D. Harmon either way, but best director. All right, once again, so we have Eugene Hart, which it can't be Eugene Hart. He's terrible. Kenneth Scott. I feel like it needs to be Kenneth Scott. Let's just look at one more. Yeah, Kenneth Scott. I guess we could look at Golden Letters. That's Joe Mason. So if we really wanted a different one, we could go Kenneth Scott. But I think we go Kenneth Scott, and we'll choose Loss. All right, best screenplay. Screenwriter. So it's between Bernard Larson and Felix Hill. 6.3, 5.6. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, he's been so good for so long. All right, there's our picks. And then in a few days, we will we'll go to the award show and we'll see. It'll be, all of the winners will probably be from that one studio that has all the power, Gerstein or whatever. It doesn't matter. Hopefully one day in this game, this whole group will get disbanded and something like the Academy or the Oscars group will start, but we'll see. I'm just trying to get an eye on everything. Is everyone doing stuff? Nothing needs to be researched. Oh, we've only got 38 days until this technology comes. That is crazy. I cannot wait, because we could research black and white after that. Something you didn't know about Charlie. 5.0. Okay, everything's fresh. We'll shelve it for now. This is a Felix Hill script. It's not perfect, but it's, we've made movies out of worse screenplays than that, I'll tell you that. All right. Best film. Lost did get a nomination. Best cinematography. Oh, Wilford Harris did get a nomination. And Chame got the nod for Best Actor nomination. I've never been nominated for any of these. Addie Harmon got the nod for Best Actress. She might have our best shot at winning, honestly, because there's always less competition. Kenneth Scott for Loss and Best Director. I love that. Dale Harrison got 2 nominations. And Felix Hill. I don't know if Felix Hill can keep up with Maurice Fox, who just brushes screenplays over there at GB, but we'll see. All right, cool. We'll attend the ceremony like gentlemen. All right, so Vernon Hayes. He is maxed out at 8.0. It's interesting. He hasn't been on the best films by any stretch, but he has worked a lot. He has worked a lot, and he's very happy and very loyal. So I think oh, he's a superstar. My goodness. That's going to make this very expensive. Plus, he's got this self-importance. But let's see if we can just throw a lot of gifts at him and then maybe get into... Oof, that's a lot, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Okay. No One to Worship ended up doing really well. That's a strange group of... So we have our editors, composers. Believe it or not, we occasionally do need all 3 editors. It's rare though, but occasionally we do. Things will line up just sort of weird. Like now we're about to get 2. In fact, this is strange that we've got no movies in production right now. That's actually quite scary. We need to get something else in pre-production because somehow we've hit a lull. We normally have 4 in pre-production in production pretty consistently, and it may be because we're now so often we're moving them through production a lot faster with those 16-hour days. Okay, so if this is the case, how long do we have? 67 days? Yeah, we're going to have to at least get one more film. Owen Howard wrote a piece of garbage. One more film in pre-production, I feel. So let's go with The Last Merry Fellow on Earth by Francis Daniel. I think this is an interesting project that I'm willing to take a chance on. Town interiors. Farm, mountains, forest. That technology is about to get better, but it, you know, Hollywood waits for no one. We got to just keep moving. We should have the people for this. A 9.9. Jimmy Dalton. If he can stay out of his own way with his drug habit, he is going to, he's going to change the world. All right, so after week 8, it's down to 17,000 windows to the bay. We are certainly going to, this is, by the way, I don't know how this happened exactly. Windows to the Bay. This is the lowest rated project that we have greenlit all the way through filming and into the theaters. And it barely profited. Like we almost had a non-profited film for the first time in a long, long time. But thankfully it did not happen. So, I think when we hit maybe 17 million again, we'll go buy some more theaters, see how many we can get. Okay, Maurice is a 5.0 till the day he dies. Now, he is happy and loyal. He's going to come cheap. I don't think I mind holding on to him. All right, we can't do that. We can do regular medical coverage. Okay. 29,000 for 3 years. It's like a steal. That's crazy. Do we need to order some more gifts? We do. All of a sudden it hit me. I'm like, I bet we don't have anything on order. We just need to get a few heading our way for all the categories. According to how things go, sometimes we end up burning through gifts pretty quickly. Just never know. I'm so curious if any of the awards will go our way. There's going to be some restrictions coming down from the government eventually. I can just feel it about what we can and can't make movies on. All right, Argo. Not that Argo. It's a different Argo. Um, yeah, we need to move this forward into production. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Yep, perfect. An additional film crew that works in parallel helps speed up shooting. 1,000, what is that? So $1,000? I think that sounds great. Let's try it out. Let's make sure it doesn't somehow like mess us up. I'm trying to just pull up a random page. That's not perfect. That just to give me names. I just like to have names of things next to me so that I'll just do this for now so that I can just throw words at movie titles basically when I have to write the script. Okay, is there anything else we need to do? Are we good to just keep rolling here? Head of script department. You're not the most we're not going to be able to do that. We're not going to be able to do anything, are we? He just doesn't make enough money for any of that to work. I mean, it's basically nothing. Let's see if we can real quick, and I don't even know how much this matters, but let's look at our different people. Where's our management? Okay. Like, who's not happy? There we go. I mean, you're still not happy. Have a second one. Okay. That's better. Like, I just don't. Y'all work for, like, this amazing movie studio. Why don't we get a little happier? Boy, maintenance looks miserable. You can give 2 of the same thing before it stops working, basically. I don't need for y'all to be like perfect, but I just sort of feel like I could put a little effort towards getting our management a little happier, in case that matters at all. All right, let's go look. Was that the guy we're getting rid of? Yeah. I'm so sorry, Herbert. Thank you for all your service, though. I'm not sure you've ever actually written a movie for us, but I don't know, you've been a part of the team. You've been a part of the team. Week 4, still making $391. Obviously, the black guitar is worth continuing. And advertising. Yeah, I wish I could real quickly see what the advertising money we've spent on it. Instead of having to, okay, budget, advertising, and rental. I don't know how much the rental is. It needs to break it down for us. All right, I feel like I'm gonna have to just eventually stop. Guess I just stop doing additional advertising. Maybe we just advertise. Oh crap. Did I mess that up? Oh no, collective, same thing. Look how, oh, this is after week 8. Yeah, okay. We can stop it after, when it goes down under 100,000, we're gonna end distribution. But collective did really good. And we're about to find out if it will get anything at the box office. I mean, sorry, at the awards ceremony. That should be coming up very soon. We're up to $19 million before anybody sneaks in there and buys some up before us or out from under us. Let's see if we can. How much would it cost to just buy the rest of them? Let's do it. There are no independent theaters left in the country. we have come to an agreement by purchasing all of them. All right, head of security. Wait, did that say that he had like negative loyalty? Does he take anything in terms of... No, he doesn't take anything. All right, hold on. Head of security. Are you, Ray Marsh? Is he... Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe I just didn't scroll down. Yeah, we definitely need to order some more gifts. Just trying to get everybody a little happier. All right. I guess once these gifts come in, we just need to try to remember to immediately order some more. A new protagonist, Outcast. Ooh, that's awesome. All right, let's see here. Felix Hill's available. Bernard's available. Really like getting these new story elements. Let's have him do it again. And now Felix. Can we just throw him on something so I don't have to think about it too much right now? Now we have 2 left here. Once one more moves over, we still have 29 days and 49 days, so we probably will have to do another one out of our currently existing ones. Hate all these posters. Young men. So we're going to start doing this, which means we will not ever need to consider extending the advertising. Unless we're going to just completely leave the consortium. Speaking of which, here we go. This is only the 2nd year of it, by the way. 2nd annual. Okay. Best actor. Come on, Shane. No way. Oh my goodness. It's got to go to Addie. She's so good. Snowflake in the desert, Johnny Griffin. Oh, she's sad. Her happiness went down. Kenneth. What would be funny is if Dale Harris's happiness went down for the one he didn't win it on. I will admit, Maurice Fox has written some really good, and this does not surprise me, but Amnesia. The best film. I mean, Lost is such an underdog here, but Amnesia got a lot of awards. Will you, though? Hey, we won our first award. That is very cool. Best actor. Look at Chaim coming in there and just dominating. Love that. I love that, Chaim. All right, pay it now. That's why I didn't. That's why I waited as long as I did to buy those last theaters. I want to make sure we could pay our taxes. Safety last. Wow, that really came up strong. We're just going to go right into production here. Oh. So it's either because it's too high or something, but it didn't qualify for the filming schedule bonus. But that's okay. So, oh, sorry. I thought that was a new script. That was actually, okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. Any new scripts? Speaking of new scripts, yes, but it's terrible. Anybody available? Felix Hill is not very happy. He's happy now. Okay. Ambush me at the embassy today. What do you think about boycott of Jewish stores? I was shocked. Yeah, we're not taking the Nazi sympathizer. Yes, there's plenty of friendly people. I'm just going to repeat this so that I don't have to think too hard. All right. So everybody's maxed out here. It's pretty cool. I think I like the colors, I guess, is mostly it, but that looks cool too. Both of those were great. All right, we're keeping it rolling. So far, it's lining up. We haven't hit. If there's gonna be a slowdown, because we had, suddenly didn't have anything in production, but if it's gonna happen, we haven't hit it yet. 3 weeks before, the 2 weeks after, 3 weeks after. Young man, young men. I know. I know, I was just looking. Okay. I like to look at this every once in a while. So we're getting weekly profits now. $44,000 from renting our screens. So screens we don't use, other companies can rent them. That's awesome. And I just still need to every once in a while remember to check to see if more. Oh, we could sell them. That's interesting. If more theaters become available, we need to start a project. Is the bottom line. Streets, interiors, square, store, market. Let's go. All of our top tier producers are now available. Wait, she's playing the murderer? That's awesome. We have a female murderer. So her contract's running out, huh? I'm tempted to let it run out so we can hire her for the full amount of time and just throw Pamela Hill in this role. Although Pamela Hill looking awfully pouty these days. We are literally out of gifts. Because of management, we're out of gifts and we're not getting more in quite a while. Can I order more? No. Okay. Well, we're chilling. Oh my goodness. That technology. By the way, we need to get everybody off of duty. I don't know how to do this exactly. We need to repair that building. Okay. So should we do something with sound? It would take 450 days. Or if we can only do average level. I mean, how much would it take to do, how long would it require to do, is it letting me choose? I can't tell. Can't tell that it's actually clicking on it, which is sort of disturbing. If we just upgrade this, because who knows how long we'll be using 450 days. Let's just do it. And if that technology starts going off, we'll call off the now. These Argo and Black Guitar are doing okay, but they're not great. I mean, these are not among our best films for sure. So hopefully some of these other ones will hit a little better. We've got some decent ones coming down the pike, I guess. And by pike, I mean pipe. I don't like it when that happens. We want protection from police raids. please. Week 4, it's at 200,000, so we certainly want to continue it. Continue it as is. And I assume that I can't do any more advertising. Oh, we can. Okay. Okay, Roxy's contract has expired. Yeah, we want to keep her going. We have no gifts. What just happened? Oh, crap. We lost a little reputation, but we get reputation so fast. Okay, this is the thing that we didn't do. I got you. No big deal. Okay. Now, can we do a new one? How do we... Where do we go to buy those? Oh, it's going to be from the assembly line. New demands will appear in 0 days. Yeah, end it. Zero days, huh? Okay, new demands. All right. 38% film attendance during the first week of release. 50% drama. Let's go with this one. I'm assuming this means that there's no other demands. So 50% drama and Eleanor Kelly. Let's try it. All right, is anybody available? No one's available. It's got to be exactly 50% drama. Okay, well, here we go. Yeah. Oh, we should stop assigning security. We should stop assigning security for a minute. Got 97 days left. Holy cow. Okay. Huh. Like we need to how close are we done to being done? Clarence, I need you to finish. We have 247 days left. Maybe I can't wait. 50% drama. Um, Okay, so that's one possibility that we end up using that. German president signed a new law granting emergency powers. Government of Reich Chancellor Adolf Hitler. That's crazy. I haven't checked people in a while. Let's just look at this. Whoa. Whoa. She's so unhappy. Why are these two people available? I really think we have to grab them up. For her, for sure. I think we can do this. I think we can justify it. I mean, these are just two absolute banger of stars, but it is expensive. All right, we need to order some more gifts, by the way. Oh man, just got through the first one. We're only getting like crazy. Oh crap. Wow. Let's he is young. Like he is suddenly an amazing composer. And you know, in some ways Robinson's better than Bailey because Bailey maxes out. But I don't think I'm going to bring an addict on if there's options. 7.270 87. We've looked at him before, but 6.3. Our SAS, our third best. We get rid of a 5.2. Or do we get rid of Walter Fuller, actually? I don't know if Walter Fuller's working on something for us. Let's just... How old is this screenwriter? He's going to do a historical drama. Um, my assumption here is that only one of these make it in. I mean, it's hard to get supporting characters these days. it's it's hard to have supporting characters. We could do Vivid Violence. Take a chance. It's not the best time to be throwing out something with Vivid Violence, but let's take a chance on it. All right. So we have 7 right now. But we want to get rid of somebody, and it may be Ronald Jenkins, although Walter is maxed out at 6. So I think there's another argument to be made for getting rid of Walter Fuller. I actually think I might do that, but let's see how this screenplay turns out. So right now we're looking at Once Upon a Time in Another World. One of those needs to be fast-tracked as soon as it's ready. I'm assuming there's not a 50% drama available here, right? Wait, that is 50% drama. A terrible script, though. I can't, it doesn't. Oh, the protagonist is an ambitious woman. Oh my goodness, do we just run it out there? The problem is it needs to be well attended. By the way, what's Eleanor Kelly doing right now? Nothing. Okay, good. Keep it that way. We have enough time. Yeah, 241 is still enough time even after. Let's see, what's 80 minus 240? Is that 160? Can we get a movie made in 160 days? All the way to being the first week of release? I'm going to try to. I'm going to try to. Spanish Bloodsucker, by the way. The Rusty Horn. I mean, whoever wrote this is who we should be firing in some ways. I guess we could also look at their foibles. He's disciplined. Well, the one that just wrote it is an alcoholic. A chaste racist. I guess next time we have the opportunity to, and I know we did sequels for fun, we probably ought to, just for the heck of it, writers write faster. Oh my goodness, we can go so many more extras now. All right, 500, 900. Maybe we actually do get our directors and cinematographers leveling up faster. Frame tone. What is this? Is this sound? Shot entirely on a sound stage. All right. We need to do 3 films just on a sound stage. I think I like that. And so I think I'm going to go. I just think we should probably fully upgraded. I'm just going to let it be until we get. I can't tell. How much time is it? 415 days. We probably end up canceling it, but I don't want to cancel it yet. We've got nothing in pre-production, and that has to change. And I'm just sort of feeling the pressure and wondering if we still just get this 50% drama. And we somehow. All right, let's do soundstage. Oh, wait. How often do I click the wrong one? Maybe every time? I don't know. Maybe every time. Whoa, we don't need that many extras, do we? Let's try it. Anything to give this film an advantage, considering adventure drama. Guys are maxed out. Eleanor Kelly, right? Ooh, Glenn Watson helps. Pretty sure it's Eleanor Kelly? Yes, it is. Argo did all right. It almost made 3 million. I mean, that's like really good a year ago. Now it's should still be seen as like way above average. I mean, all right, let's let this get a few days in, and then we're gonna need to find another one to put in pre-production. Probably when 1 or 2 bounces off of production. All right, miniature market looks really good. What does this analysis say? Okay. Okay, let's shelve it for a second. 4 days. I think we're gonna end up doing it. I just don't know for sure. Yeah, we have to wait till one of these roll off. That's fine. That looks pretty good. Week 4. Wow. Week 8. $2.5 million. We'll take it. Excuse me. How many days are left on our security team? 68 days. Oof. Every movie should have pretty good composition of sound. I mean, it should be good on sound these days. All right, so reset, start again. Let's make sure best we can. Got to go straight. Telling you, this is gonna be. I mean, this is. This is a movie. This is a movie. We're 2 days away from. All right, we did bring it up some. Oh, this doesn't work. Fortunately, we can't add security. Yeah, a lot of back and forth about this one. Let's see how well it ends up doing. Some of our bigger names were involved in that project for sure. All right, right now, oh my goodness, New Days has done amazing. Special events. Yeah, it's been a while since we've had access to this one. Special events took a long time. We have 350. Probably ought to do banquet. Sometimes people want us to do something for them and just haven't had the option. So garden apples, you know, not the best. We'll take it. $1,500, 1,000. We probably just want to wait for printing office now is what I'm thinking. We can cut into those 2,000 days a good bit. Uh-oh. We need to keep this going. We've got 191 days left. All right. All three of our composers and editors are currently being used. It's always an interesting moment when that happens. Oh, that's not bad. I'm gonna purchase and shelve that. But it feels like we're not too far away from. Oh, are both of you available? Hold everything. You're available. Okay. Let's see here. See if we can get Clarence working on a really, really good one. Um, I think I like the potential of this. Baseman. All right, new days. Good job. I don't know. It feels like we need to start something here, doesn't it? All right, I think that's good.